Friends, how are you? So there is another question, and this question is little tricky. The question says a diagram shown the trajectory of the projectile and the velocity v of the projectile at point P in its trajectory. P is located before the projectile reaches its peak altitude. Air resistance acts on the projectile. Okay, the acceleration of the projectile is a. Okay, at P is a. What are the magnitudes of horizontal component and vertical component of the acceleration? So the basic difference that in this question is the air resistance. So we have to calculate according to the air resistance. So what's happening in this question is here there is a body and it moves to point P. So here's the body. This body has a velocity v, and if we will make the free body diagram, the mg will act vertically downwards and there would be an air drag, we can say AD, that will provide a little resistance in its flight. Okay, so generally in the questions it is given that there is no air resistance, so we don't take this AD or drag force into account, but in this question we have to take it. Okay, so then there will be the vertical component. It will be mg plus air drag, and for horizontal component it will be AD. Okay, so the little component will shift there and little component will come there. The component vector that how much it will be, the complete calculation we will do in another course, but for this question we know that the vertical acceleration, vertical force is a little more than the mg, and the horizontal is not zero but a little bit of air drag. So in this question is horizontal component of A is 0? No, it's not 0. It is non-zero? Yes, of course, because there is a little drag force into account. Non-zero and non-zero. So B and D can be right. So vertical component of A, vertical component is this mg plus the drag force. So mg greater than, now we are only considering acceleration, so the value of g is 9.8. so it says greater than 9.8. yes, definitely it is greater, but our answer is not 0, so this option is not right. This is also greater, so both of the options are right, so B would be the answer. Now we will check the mark scheme. Yes, B is the answer. So in this question what we have done, in this question we have taken the air drag into account. So if there was written that there is no air resistance or air resistance is negligible, then the answer would be like for horizontal it would be 0 and for vertical it will be 9.8. Okay, hope you understood all the concept for this question.